We got somebody who's looking, somebody watching. They're spying and they're watching very, very hard. Someone could be inspired. They really want to talk. They really want to communicate. Tell me more about this energy. We have strength in the reverse, but this person is, they don't know. I feel like they have a hard time being vulnerable. Right now, they're lacking confidence. So they do want to talk, but they're holding back. They're scared. But they're doing a lot of watching. Why is this person watching, not reaching out? What are they afraid of? We got the Star. They're afraid that someone won't want to heal things with them. They're afraid that their time is up. They're afraid that they took too long to heal. I'm feeling a lot of regret, like just straight remorse. You know that feeling like when you just feel sick to your stomach, like you want to throw up? I feel like that's how this person feels. But it's because of anxiety. Whatever plans they had for this connection, how they thought this connection was going to go, it fell apart. This person, they didn't take action. They weren't serious. This is someone who was all talk, no action, right? They were not in their divine energy. So they came off looking like someone who you don't take serious because they didn't take action. Why didn't, no, see, they had an opportunity for a love to blossom, King of Swords. But what ended up happening is the person ended up blocking them and walking away from them. And now there's this huge conflict. And this person wants to go back to the way things was. They don't want it to be the same. They want to change it. They want to show up as somebody who's more in charge. They want to express how they really felt. They want to behave the way they felt. They didn't tell this feminine how happy they made. They didn't tell this feminine how inspired they were by her. They didn't tell her how happy she made them. It's like they just held back everything. So it's like they were so disconnected, detached from the connection, but they had all of these thoughts, feelings, admiration for her. They could have watched her too. They could have watched her struggle and then create her abundance. So it's, in a way, it's like special for them because the way they see it, it's like they met this feminine at a time that she was going through things. But I don't feel like they knew she was going through things. But it's like, how do I explain it? Okay. We can clearly tell when someone has a lot or they have a little bit. Well, if we're basing it based off of how they're showing up, right? Because it's like they'll maintain it. They'll have it all the time. They'll have it every day. So I feel like the way they saw this feminine was like she didn't have as much as they did. So she could have been struggling. But again, I don't think I felt like they thought she was doing good for herself. Okay, maybe they didn't see it as she was struggling. They saw her as like someone who was just very simple, like basic, right? She has a basic life, and if their life is more extravagant, then it's kind of like they would think that they're not a match, because it's like, she would not like my world. She's simple. If I'm a party boy and she's a homebody, she wouldn't want to be in my world. You get what I'm saying? It's like that. But what they didn't understand was that, like, she was struggling. She was going through a lot. She was building herself up. She was starting over. They met her at a time she was starting over. And how they met her versus how she is now, it's evident that she's changed. She's grown. Now they can see that she was rebuilding her life. They didn't know she was really rebuilding her life because they didn't get to know her. They just watched her. But over time, they started to assess that she's building something. But it's like now it's finally hit them, because she's reached her abundance, that she's very, very independent. She actually is just like them, because now she looks like them. You get me? Like, if two people, like, sorry y'all, oh no, I keep starting. It's like she was in a different class than them. Now she's in their class. So now they're like, oh, she's one of us, right? It's like, what was his name? I don't remember his name, but y'all remember Bella, right? The vampire movie. His name started with an E. Edward? I don't know. But he was a vampire. She was a human. But she became a vampire, so now she's in his world, right? It's like that. They couldn't be together unless she was really going to become a vampire. So he feels like now she's in his world, but I think that they had conflict in the past because she ended up blocking him. Why did she block him? She felt like she was giving him an opportunity, and they seemed very unsure about what they wanted. It was starting to burden her, stress her out, because they weren't giving anything to the connection. It's like they weren't not giving, but they weren't giving either. They were giving just a little bit to like kind of like string her along, dangle a carrot, but also not enough for her to be upset with them, but enough for her to be irritated. It's like when someone don't know what they want with you, or they're not being clear about what they want with you, you get me? You keep trying to ask them to tell you what this is, that type of energy, and it's like they won't. They just won't. They're just like, we're good, we're cool, but they don't want to elaborate on what it is. So then it's like, they also did something backstabbing. They had secrets. But these two weren't together. So whatever they did, it's really that they hid stuff, right? They could have been dating other people and not giving her attention, and she couldn't figure out why. But the secret could have been that they didn't know what they wanted yet. They were exploring their options. So the way they behaved, yeah, they were being very manipulative so that things can go in their way. Go their way. They were creating an illusion. So this feminine kind of figured that out, and she just decided that this person wasn't a King of Wands. This person didn't have enough confidence to be with her. And this is her choice, right? Because this feminine is someone who also have options. But she was choosing the masculine because she saw something in him and she knew what she wanted. Even if she had options, she was never confused about dropping those options or what she wanted. So when she found out that they didn't know what they wanted, they were giving to their other options. It's one thing if he had options and he was giving to all of them equally to figure out what he wanted, but he wasn't even giving her a chance. He was giving to others. So she kind of just removed herself out of it. Like, well, go be alone, be single. You could juggle those people, but you're not going to juggle me. And she told him that. And she went to go balance herself out. So now they're just like, they want her, but they're scared. That's what I have for you guys.